Hello and welcome to a new video. Today it's not a let's play or something, but today it's more like a little benchmark video. I bought a laptop for I think a week or two ago, and yeah, it was rather cheap, and yeah, I decided to actually make some benchmarks with it because I was kind of interested in which results this thing would actually get. So I took some games which I have and then I just installed them and played them. So yeah, and now I want to show you guys my results, and yeah, I hope you'll enjoy and maybe it will help you. Yeah, the first game is Just Cause 2, and before I tell you my results, I have to also say one more thing. I will put the details in the description, so if you have a laptop which has similar results or you're planning on comparing something with this particular hardware I have in this laptop, then you're welcome to. So it's so just in case you want to know the specifications, you can just look at that in the description. And yeah, this game runs pretty smooth. It gets around 35 to 37 FPS, and everything is on high. The resolution is 1600 by 900, and I got anti-aliasing 4 times and anti-filtering 16 times. So yeah, it's almost maximum settings you can actually crank it up to, and yeah, it still have high FPS, so runs smooth without any problems. As soon as I turned fraps on, the FPS went sometimes down to like 21 or something. So even with fraps, it's kinda playable, even though it's below the 25 FPS. But still, it's really good for a 2 years old middle-end laptop. So yeah. So the next game is Batman Arkham Asylum. I hope that's right pronounced. I cranked everything up to max and resolution again 1600 by 900. Even though I find it kinda weird that this game has no options for like anti-aliasing, because I really find that game pretty pixely. I would appreciate a option with some anti-aliasing, but I guess you can have everything. Um, for those who do not know this game or didn't try it yet, I can really recommend it. It's very nice. It has a pretty nice story, nice fighting system, graphics are also nice. So if you're interested in the game and you wanna maybe try it out, then I can recommend you to watch more gameplay videos or just play the demo. This game ran about like 29 to 33 FPS, everything on max, like I said, and yeah, even with fraps the FPS didn't drop that much, so this recording has actually around 27 FPS, which is pretty good, considering it's a rather new game and everything is cranked up max, even with a high resolution like that, so I'm kinda surprised by this a bit. So yeah. Neat game, runs very well, and yeah. And again, the laptop did actually a much better job than I have actually expected it to do. So yeah, wondering how the next benchmarks will be.
So is the bat really coming this way?
Who cares? He sticks his pointy head into the room and we blow it off.
Yeah, he's a dead man walking. No problem, boss. The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham chump never stood a chance.
Good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. This is a trap. He must not leave this building. Do you understand me?
So next up is the game Bulletstorm. For those who don't know this game yet, it's something very special. It's not a game like the most, which tries to have a good story or something like that. It's one of those games where you really just run around, shoot like a maniac, and do crazy stuff. So if you're into something like that, I can really recommend this game. But now for the benchmark. Again, resolution 1600 by 900, filter, anti-filter, anti-aliasing, again 4 times, and everything on high. The game runs very well, very well. It ran without fraps about 33 to 35 FPS, and it was very stable. It's pretty nice. And even with fraps, I recorded like 28 frames per second. I think at the start of the video it got one tiny lag when my antivirus, don't know how to pronounce it right, just wanted to make an update, so it got a short little lag there. I guess you have noticed it, but else it really, the FPS were really stable, so it was never lagging as such. So I can really recommend this game, even if you got a rather slow PC. It's pretty neat. So yeah, that was my results for Bulletstorm. Oh, the next game, which everyone probably already knows, is Crysis 2. This game ran very well too, which I did not quite understand, because, you know, Crysis 2 takes actually a lot of CPU power, because it's one of those CPU demanding games, probably because it's a console, I think. When I turned fraps on, the FPS were really dropping. I mean, without fraps I got like on 1600 by 900 with I think the filters were 2 times, anti-aliasing were on 2 times, and then I got everything on very high. So it's not on the high settings but on very high, and the FPS were about like 35 to 38, which is playable whatsoever. I mean, this game is even playable at 17 FPS for some reasons, but then the gameplay gets sluggish, but still playable for some reason. But at the end, I have to say, when I frapped, the FPS dropped from almost these 40 down to like 20s or even 19, which actually shouldn't be surprising, because it's a CPU demanding game, which, yeah, well, it says everything. I mean, if you use fraps, it really drops, so because you take on the CPU power, not on the graphical power, so you can really see this game is CPU demanding. So yeah, at the end of the day, I would say if you really look for Crysis and you have a middle-end PC or low-end PC, you should rather look on your CPU than your graphics card. So be sure you got a rather decent CPU. I don't think that with low-end dual core this game will even run on low normal. So don't touch Crysis 2 if you get a low-end dual core or even single core. It would never be playable, I think. So just wanted to say that. And yeah, so we should move on to the next game.
Chino! Chino! Didn't make it, man. Alcatraz is last out. What happened to these people, man? Just don't touch them. Hey! Looks like Lady Liberty took some heavy fire!
Yeah, she's still standing though. Stubborn bitch.
Hey! What the hell?
So this is actually the second most surprising benchmark which I actually have. And here I really have to give Ubisoft credits for this game. I mean, it's really beyond my expectations on this. I mean, I was so surprised this game ran that well. Yeah, Far Cry 2 and the very scary Dunia engine. I ran this game at 1600 by 900 with 4 times anti-aliasing, 16 times anti-filtering, everything on high, DirectX 10, and this game was almost at 40 FPS. It was about 37 to 38 FPS. It was very stable. Even while I was recording, it was in the 30s, which is very good. This game looks awesome. It really looked awesome. It ran stable, and I mean, as you can see on this video, this game really I mean, it's amazing how this game actually run that well. I talked for some for like 2 days ago or something, or even yesterday, I can't remember, short memory, yeah. But he was also very impressed by Far Cry 2 because it was so even though it had this amazing graphics, it still didn't take so much performance of a PC. So I'm really surprised by this. So yeah, if you do not know Far Cry 2 yet, I can definitely recommend this game as well. It's open world like, you have a lot of things to do, the graphics are great, and it's really a fantastic game. So yeah, even on low end PCs, I guess this will run on low settings pretty good. So if you're interested in a shooter, you want pretty graphics and everything, hook up this game. I really recommend it. So yeah, I'll then move on to the last and most surprising benchmark. I was really surprised by that last game. I have no idea how that's even possible. So yeah, the last game. Let's move on to it. And here it is, the most surprising benchmark I have made. I honestly thought this game would not even run on low above 20 FPS. I really did. This game I just want to take this game as the final game to show you guys, even with middle and hardware which you can play in most games, you're still not able to like play the newest and more demanding games. But this just proved me totally wrong. I played Battlefield 3 on, not on 1600 by 900, but on 720p resolution, which is 1280 by 720. And yeah, I had no filters on, because when I just turned the filters on 2 times or even more, the game was just laggy again. But I turned the filters off, and the rest of the settings were like middle high mixed. The only thing which were low was actually the shadow. And yeah, I was really surprised by this, because I was really thinking about just recording with my iPhone or something, because I figured if I would even start fraps, it would probably just record with 5 FPS or something. But no, it ran on middle high settings, about like 32 to 35 FPS with fraps. It recorded mostly with like 27-ish FPS, but at some cases it dropped a bit, so it went like around 21, so you probably will not see that really, because you can't really see the big difference, because for some reason it's like Crisis, where it's a bit optimized for something like that. So I really have to say, I am completely baffled by this last benchmark. I really thought my laptop will not do this well. So yeah, last thing I want to tell you guys, on the last Battlefield video, you may have noticed what the fuck was going on with my aim. I mean, I didn't see enemies and I just walked there like a total noob. You know, this thing has a glossy screen, this glossy LED screen. If you take a laptop like this out into the sun, and the sun is shining on your screen, you won't be able to see that much. I figured that. I really find it so funny, because I concentrated myself. I really concentrated to play the game, and I was like, "Oh, this will be quite fun. I'll play here." After I just looked at my recording, I had to laugh. I mean, I'm like a mole. I mean, I didn't see anything. Enemies were like in front of me, and like, oh, the wall? No. Oh, enemy! Oh. So it's quite funny to see that afterwards. But just so you guys know, I was not on drugs. I was not drunk. I was not blind at that point. Well, actually, I was kinda. But yeah, it was just the sun shining on my screen. So just so you guys know it. So I hope you enjoyed my benchmark video, and yeah, I hope this guy helped you. If you got any questions with the games or the hardware, then you might ask me. I may have the right answers for you. So if you got similar hardware and the games are not run nearly as good, you may just throw me a PM or just a comment, and I might be able to help you. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!